Hey everyone, welcome back to the homestead. I am in the greenhouse today because I am working on getting some things buttoned up in here so I can open up some space to start a foddering system for my animals. I want to start growing my own fodder for them and just help cut our feed costs a little bit. But in order to do that, I need to kind of clean up the mess in here. So I started working in here yesterday. I didn't record the beginnings of my work because my phone was dead. And so I figured I would just walk you through what I did last night today. Show you what I'm doing, what my thoughts are and why I'm doing it. And then maybe get a little bit more of it done before it gets dark. So let me show you what I have done so far and what I'm planning on doing now. So last night I started working in this corner of the greenhouse. Most of the greenhouse is unfinished, like this. And so I wanted to kind of close it in, make it look a little bit more finished. And before I closed it in, I put in some of this excess foam board that I had left over from the rabbits. And I'm stuffing it in there to help insulate the greenhouse. This is the north wall, which means we get a lot of wind coming from that direction in the cooler months. And so this is just going to help kind of keep the cold wind out and the warm air in, and hopefully allow me to start my seeds in here a little bit earlier next year. So I'm just doing that down here as well. I'm just stuffing in some of this insulation board and then covering it up with pallet pieces just to make it look a little bit finished. Now with this back wall, the way I had it, it's open like this. So we've got a 2x4 and then another 2x4 back here, and then there's another one probably like right here and there, so on and so forth. There's too big of a gap here for me to do pallets this way. So my thought in closing off this back wall was that I'm putting 2x4s at the same level as the window 2x4s here across the bottom, which is allowing me to do the pallet boards vertical like this, up and down. And then with the 2x4s there, which is here, I'm able to put another 2x4 brace in between the two main studs, which gives me more nail space that I can put pallet pieces going horizontally. So the top part of this wall is going to be horizontal pallets. This also gives me a few more stud areas where I can secure my hanging tools, my larger tools. I want to hang them on this back wall to keep them out of the way. And so that's going to give me some more anchor points where I can put hangers for all of my tools and whatnot. So I don't think I have enough pallets to actually finish this job, but I do want to get as much done as I can. That way I can, like I said, kind of clean out my greenhouse, because I want to put the fodder system on this back wall here and in front of this window here. And so I just need to kind of get things cleaned up, put away, projects finished, so I can move on and start some other projects. So this is my stack of pallets that I have left. And I think my goal for the day is to just finish the bottom row of pallets, and then I can go and pick up some more pallets from some local places that I know that have them. And then I think that'll put us in the right direction for finishing up this project. So the first thing I need to do before I can even move on across the rest of this wall is I need to get this stuff moved and out of my way. So I'm going to do that first, and then we can proceed with the rest of this project. So I got all the windows and the screens and the insulation panels all cleaned out of the way, so I have easy access. The next thing I'm going to do is get these 2x4s in place here, here, and here. And then I can start fitting the insulation panels in and get it covered with the pallet pieces. So we finished the 2x4s going across. Oops, got a bit edge screw. So now I'm going to go ahead and put a stud here, here, and here to allow me to do the top part vertically, or horizontally, sorry. So we got all of our structural pieces in. We got the 2x4s that are going across here, which will allow me to anchor the vertical pallet pieces to this top 2x4 and the bottom. And then we have the additional vertical studs so that I can do horizontal planks up top. So now we're going to go ahead and get our insulation boards. We're going to cut them and get them into place. And by the time we're done with that, it'll probably be time to go in for dinner. Let's bring over some of this styrofoam insulation board over, and we'll get it cut down to size and into those little pockets. And then tomorrow I should be able to get the rest of the pallet pieces up, hopefully. Alrighty, we got all of the insulation panels cut and fit. So now all I gotta do is cut the pallet wood for the bottom. I think that's all I have enough for is the bottom right now. And then eventually get some more pallets for the top. I am going to insulate the little triangles around the window as well. I just don't have a ladder at the moment to do that, so that'll be last on the list of things to do. But so far it's coming along nicely. Alrighty guys, so that wraps up this video. I am running out of daylight and phone battery, so I'm gonna call it quits right now. And I will see you guys in the next video. If you have any questions about my wall-in so far, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out. It lets you know when there are new videos up on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to grow where you're planted.